Hello, welcome to JJ's Homemaker and Lifestyle. Today we're going to be cleaning the rugs because these go in our little hallway inside the house on our side, and they really do need a clean. They've been down a while and they haven't been cleaned for quite a while, so I thought, well, it's a beautiful day and it would be a lovely day to clean them and hang them on the line to dry, and then they'll all be nice and fresh to lay back down. So that's what we're doing today. So what I've done, as you just saw, I got a bold tablet, washing tablet, put in this bucket and filled it with hot water. So I'm going to use that to clean the mat. I'm going to start, I think, by doing the back, and then I'll turn it over and do the front, because if I do the back, even when it's turned back over and it's at least whatever is on it will just brush off. So that's what we're going to do. So I think we're going to start with this one, which is quite a long one. So I'm going to just lay this on the floor. And then you can see what I'm going to do in a minute. I just need to put you down a little bit so you can see. There. Now then, I've got my water. Here, I've got this brush, which is just like a plastic or a rubber bristled brush. It's quite firm. So I'm just going to dip this in here and just give this a little scrub. Like that. It's a beautiful day today. Really warm and really warm and sunny. A lovely day yesterday. We went to see my mum and Colin, and then they took me out for lunch. So it was lovely, and then later on last night for tea, Kyle and Ryan came round for tea. And for those who haven't seen my vlogs before, they're my two sons. So yeah, it was lovely. Lovely end to a lovely day. There we go. So I'm just going to rinse that over like that. Turn it over. Now then, I think this one's pouring on it a little bit. Like so. These are going to take a while to dry, I think. There we go, that's done. That is enough. There, so that can be hung over now. The washing line will take quite a while, probably till tomorrow to dry. Right. Try and do this now without me getting wet. So that's that. So that can now dry. Smells lovely and fresh as well. And now there's just this one, which I think I'm just going to do I will do the back as well. Right, what I don't want to do is waste all my water just on the back, so I'm just going to give it a little wash over and then concentrate on the front, because this is quite a long rug, and I don't want to do it too much because the backing is thinning a little bit as well. There's a couple of marks on the back. I'm just going to concentrate on those. I'll tell you why, because of it thinning a little bit. In fact, I'm just going to do the front. Right then. Right, so I've just topped this water up with some comfort in it as well, because there wasn't quite enough, so we can now start giving this a good wash. It's coming up nice, it's coming up well, but I just want to carry on giving it a really good wash. Just this one little bit here as well. That is that. It's a good workout, that's for sure. Oh, I'm exhausted. Right, what I'm going to do now is fill both of these buckets up just with some cold water and then rinse it. And then once it's rinsed, I can I can put it on the line. So let's go fill these buckets up with some cold water. That's one bucket. And that's two buckets. Right, so we can start rinsing this rug now. There we go. There. It's nice and clean. So now it just wants putting over the washing line. This one's going to be quite heavy now because it's full of water and it's a big long rug. Right. I think it might be best putting over two. As this one would be dry better, I think. I must say. I don't want to get wet myself, that's the thing. Holy moly. It is quite heavy. That's better. Done. So that is it. I've got a bit mucky there. Look, I'm going to have to go get changed, but other than that, that's brilliant. So that's now running on the grass or on the patio, and that should be dry by this afternoon, and because it is a lovely day and the sun's shining down on it, beating down on the rugs, so hopefully give it a few hours, they'll be done and we'll be able to go put them down in the hallway. Well, that was easy enough, wasn't it? While I'm out here, I thought I'd show you how our trees are doing, because they're coming out in blossom. Well, the pear tree is, and the others are just coming out in leaves, and yeah, they look really nice. We was going to repot them, to be fair, but it's going to have to be next year now. I just hope these pots are not too small for them. But anyway, let me show you. So that's the pear tree. It's got loads of blossom on it, look. There. And then this is the apple tree. And then this is the plum tree. Now this has really grown. And now they are supposed to be dwarf dwarf trees, you know, small ones, but this is growing quite big. And to say it's in a small pot like that, that's really quite big. Oh, big bee, big bee, oh, big bee. Sorry, that was a big one. And this, again, we was going to repot but haven't got round to it. And that's our bay leaf tree, which I do use. It's a bit yellowy. I don't think it's supposed to be that yellow. It's supposed to be more green, and it probably is because it needs repotting quite desperately, actually. And then also, which we was also going to repot, are the olive trees. What we keep planning on doing, or what we did plan on doing last year, which we haven't got around to, unfortunately, and now it's too late, I think, to repot them, is put them in bigger pots so that they, you know, thrive, and they're both going in a lot bigger pots. Now these olive trees we were going to put in the same pots as what the fruit trees are in, and we've got some really big pots in the shed that Colin gave to us for the trees. So that will be ideal, but like I say, I think we've left it a bit late for this year. So we've got our rugs on the line drying, and what a beautiful, beautiful day. You know, I must say, I don't like to be near bees, but I do love to hear them buzzing in the garden and the birds tweeting. It's so nice. It's so peaceful as well. Anyway, I'm going to go in now and change my top because it's all dirty now from hanging this rug up. So now to the porch. There, I'm only going to give it a quick little wipe over because it's not that bad actually. And then a hoover. All done. That's all ready for my guests arriving. Do you know, I think they've arrived. So I did that just in the nick of time. Right. Oh, that was close. If it is them, but I'm sure it is. I'll put my light on. I think they're coming here. I shall see you shortly. So I was right, it was my guests arriving, and I've just popped the heating on because it's not particularly warm at the moment, but I wasn't sure what time they'd be arriving, so I've put the heating on for them. But what I'm going to do, because they're the only ones in at the moment, I'm going to switch the heaters off in all of the other bedrooms so that their room gets warm a lot quicker. So I'm just off to turn those radiators off. I'll be back in a sec. So that's that. They've arrived. They've just asked if everything's all right. Everything's hunky-dory for them. They're happy with their room and everything. So that is that. I've done the radiators so their room will get nice and toasty now. Now, I've had a delivery today. I've not opened it yet, but I think it's new brochures and leaflets. So I'm going to do that with yourselves. So let's move that out of the way. This was delivered in the porch this morning, and I'm quite sure this is what it is. Quite sure. It usually comes like this, so let's, yes, it is. lovely. Now let's have a look. So some of these now will be out of date. These are definitely out of date. So I can remove those. So they can go. And because these are just paper, I'll just put them in the recycling bin, what I don't want. So let's have a look what else. Now these are 2025, so I'm going to get rid of those as well. So that's Discover Lincolnshire 2026, so I will put those here, they're nice. And how many? Got quite a few of those actually. So that's good. And then these are the same. I'll put those in the cupboard and replenish them at a later date because there's too many to put out. These are Taste Good for Lincolnshire. They're a lovely book. So I need to remove these. There's quite a lot, you know, quite a lot get wasted. Spalding South England, now they're still in date. They say 25 to 26. That's these here. There. And they're really good. It's really good seeing what's in here because quite often there's days out and it gives people ideas what to do while they're here on holiday. And also sometimes myself and Ade look at them and they give us ideas as well. We might have lived here for long enough, but it's still nice to have the odd inspiration for what to do locally. So they are still in date, as I say, so they can stay there. In fact, I think I'm going to put some below as well. I keep looking because I keep seeing I can see something out the corner of my eye. Somebody else arriving, but they're not. Right, now then, these taste good. These can go next to them. That's better. Then, let's have a look what we've got here. Witham Group. Now then, what is that all about? Proud supporters of Lincolnshire Show. Oh, that's nice. Oh, so that is Lincolnshire Show. Now that will be a lovely day out. I would like myself and Ade to go to that. It's not cheap. It's at Lincolnshire Showground. Oh, it's not the one I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of a different one. But after saying that, I've never been to Lincolnshire Show. But that's really nice to go to actually. So I might leave one of those out for myself and Ade. That would be a good one to vlog. They can go there. In fact, let me just move these cards out of the way. What I'm going to do is take out all of what's in, line them up down here, and then I can put back what I think wants putting back, if that makes sense. So, there, put these there, that's it. These are, Lincolnshire sightseeing bus tours. Now what a lovely thing, I didn't even know they did that. And they're hot on off buses, how lovely. So they're new, we've got quite a lot of new ones here. That's brilliant. Lincolnshire Wolds, they're new, so they can go here. Harriet, World of James, Harriet, what's that? Not quite sure what they are, but we'll put those here anyway. Right, what else do we have? Lincolnshire Visitors Guide, the City and Countryside. Let me just have a little look at that. Again, really, just to see what's advertised, so they can go out. That's that. And then there's these. Also the same. Bomber Command, International Bomber Command Centre. Now, that would be nice to put them just behind here. There we go. So now we've got Lincolnshire Life Centre, Royal Park. I'm going to put those here because they're really nice to have out. The Harriet James, these are the same as these, so I'm going to put all of those out. We've got the local church coffee morning. I will be putting those out. What else do we have? Cleethorpes Coast Light Railway. So we will have that. That's another nice one that we can go to. And you get the vouchers, you get 10% off, which is really good as well. A bit crumpled up, some of these actually. Right, now then, Lincolnshire Wolds. I have a feeling I've just put some of those out. No. Yeah, I have. So these are out of date, so they can go there. The Village. This is the local church farm museum, and it's a lovely day out. So these won't be out of date because they're not dated. They're just brochures to advertise church farm, so I think we will put those here as well. They can go there at the back. Bingo. Roman Bank Bingo Skegness. We better put that out. We get a lot of people come and play bingo. And then there's the Embassy Centre. Now I believe this will be out of date. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, 2025. They're out of date, so they're no good either. The bombing range place, we've got those. They can be thrown away. They're not out of date, but we've got plenty of them, and they've supplied some new ones, so we don't need them. Now this is for alpaca walking. I am going to keep those. That's something I've been and done myself, and it was an absolute lovely day out. So we're going to keep that. Keep those out. They can go there. These can go here. This can go here. There we go. And Dodge Dyke. Steam Drainage Station. Lord Julian followers. Now where's this? Because I've not heard of this. Witham Group. It's in Tattershall. I should put those out really. Tattershall's not that far away. Now where can I put that? So I can put these here like that, because there's some, although they're in front of these, the ones at the back are these, so they'll be fine there. And then these can go, that I've already got that on the wall, on the notice board, so I'm just going to pop them in between those two there like that. So that is lovely. I'm really pleased with that. All done, nice and neat, and the rest can be thrown away. I will keep one of these out. Where is, oh, I'll put them here for now. I can get another one. And these can go in the bin. So let's go do that now. It's a lot of waste, look. All these for throwing away. And I am going to put them in the recycling, but even so, it is a lot of waste. Shame really, because I won't be the only one who'll be throwing all these away today. So anyway, at least they've had a refreshment, and it's all up to date now for all my guests arriving this season. I'm going to move these cards out of the way because they're in the way of that. So the tea and coffee where people can help themselves, I shall put that at the front because it's lower with the little thing there, so please help yourself. And then the cards can go at the back, which is a much better place for those. Let's open this guest book. Pen. So that's there. Well, we don't need that. And then Lovely. I think that's perfect. What do you think? Please put in the comments below what you think to my little display, and I'll give you a proper look now. There you go, look. So that's all the new and up-to-date brochures. Tea and coffee there. I've got my cards at the back, and then my book and everything there. And that is that. It's all done. So now we're going to go outside and see if these rugs are dry. Yeah, they're lovely and dry, so I can bring those in. I'll bring this one in first. That's really nice and dry, so let's go put that down. Come on in, Poppy. Right. Right, so this goes along here on the floor. Poppy, get off! 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 So that's that. That looks nice, and it's nice and clean. It's a little bit puckered where it's been hanging over the line, but that's fine. That'll soon flatten. And now I can go get the other one. This is awkward more than heavy. It's not heavy, it's just awkward. Right. Here we go. So that is so nice. Pop it away, wetting it off. Goes underneath here. So let me lift this up. So it's puckered a little bit where it's been hanging over the line. So I'm hoping that it doesn't become a trip hazard and it does flatten and settle. So yeah, really pleased with that. It is a little bit puckered. Let me show you. But I think it's absolutely fine. Let's have a look. Can you see it's just a little bit puckered there? But I think that will flatten when it's been walked on and it's settled. It's because it's been hanging over the washing line. But that, I think, looks absolutely lovely. It's really nice and clean. Looks a lot better than it did, as is that one as well. So, all in all, I think that's a really successful day. We've been really busy. I've been really busy, and thanks for joining me. It's been lovely to have the company, and as I say, I feel like I've got quite a lot done today, and I'm really pleased about the rugs. That was the main job for today, really. The others were just fill-ins, bits and bobs that needed doing. So I really hope you enjoyed that vlog. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I will see you again in the next one. See you soon. Bye bye.